The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They go play action now. Marino. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Marino off of play action. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. They go play action with Marino. Another catch there for Waddle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
To throw again on 2nd down, Marino. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Marino will throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. He's into the secondary. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Marino looks to toss it again. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new 7 yards. And this Yes, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Ravens at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Play fake. Here's Marino. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Marino sets up. He finds his man, complete. That's Clayton. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down, Williams. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. 20! And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown on the season. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Report! Hey, let's get the play first.
They go play action now. Jackson. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Go ahead. 180. Hey, Ozzie. You.
Jackson on first down. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the point.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opening up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a slip, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line.
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Marino here from the gun. Looking deep for Jennings. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Marino. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Marino's incompletion on first down leads to 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Clayton. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Marino on play action. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw again is Marino. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Opted to run for it. The deception of Goodwin picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Change it.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yo.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got Lewis.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Up the middle here, it's Lewis.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Go.
Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland. He's at the 50. 30. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Jackson. This is Smith with a grab. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Lewis. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Williams running left. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Marino. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Marino.
Screen play set up for Williams.
There's another truck. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Marino. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Williams.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Marino to throw it. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately,
and my goodness, another interception.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
After the interception, here's Marino. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put.
And Marino cannot get away. He goes down.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Marino sets up. He's got a man, complete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Williams not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Marino. Caught on the slant. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Jackson. And now here is another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And Marino actually going to look to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Clayton. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. First down, Marino. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Marino's incompletion on first down leads to 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jennings. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Marino will throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So a victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive